I'm your host, Damon Bruce. It's Wednesday night basketball. It'll be LeBron James and the Miami Heat facing off against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And a look at the dazzling arches of the Bay Bridge and beyond it, San Francisco. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Jazz in Utah. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Yeah, they did everything well in that game. Solid across the board, particularly at the offensive end.
Yeah, the definition of teamwork, Steve. Communication, passing, catching cleanly, and they worked extremely well together all game long.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Anthony. Kobe is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Durant. And it's LeBron in at the power forward position. And for Golden State, Lee is the 4 with Bogut at the 5 beside him. Steph Curry's out there with Jarrett Jack. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Back to Paul. Feeds it to Durant. Kobe, a 3 ball, gets the bucket. Kobe's got the opening field goal of the game for the Heat.
Kevin Durant, 3-time NBA. Actually, he's led the NBA in scoring the last 3 seasons. Remarkable when you consider how young this guy is.
On defense, the Warriors. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You know, against a lot of other teams, they would have played well enough to win, but these guys had a great night against them, and it ended up not even that close.
Steve, that's so true. I mean, one team was good, the other team was great. They were the good team.
Both free throws good from Anthony. Durant, the youngest ever scoring champion back in 2010, so naturally also the fastest of 3 scoring titles as well, Steve.
Well, to think that he's been able to accomplish everything that he has, and he's still in his early 20s. It's just amazing. Of course, leading his team to the finals a year ago as well. Become one of the most dominant players in the league, and the scary thing is he's only going to get better.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, fellas.
And with an exclamation point, too, on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
There's the bucket. Good. Bogut's got his first 2 points of the night. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mark Jackson.
Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Bogut. Offensive rebound. Here's Lee. They shoot again. And again, Andrew Bogut. Bogut's got his second basket of the night.
And hard work on the boards, guys, leading to that putback.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Anthony.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting. You know, there have been rumblings, guys, that the Warriors are looking at a return to San Francisco and maybe building a new stadium across the bay. But we'll see how that goes. That's a very difficult thing to do these days, to secure the finances necessary and the permits through the city. So we'll see what ends up happening. But either way, we know the Warriors will remain extremely popular in the Bay Area.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Taken away by Anthony. Takes it up. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. And I know they've been looking for a place to play in San Francisco, get a chance to go play over where the Giants are, and they chose Clark their own spot down on Pier 3032, so in 2017 they will be in San Francisco.
That's right. Coming to the Bay, it's hard enough to find parking in San Francisco, much less a spot to put a stadium in.
The Heat leading by 10. Bryant, he kicks the ball. Outside Anthony. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And Durant, here we go. And it's Miami with another.
Yeah, he's so focused, so concentrated with his effort, and it takes a great defender to bother him. And he,
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play. No way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
And that last replay, courtesy of Sprite. And finished off by Bogut.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can clang those, so glad to see him get that one down.
And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, you look at Mark Jackson, I think he's got a ton of potential as a head coach. He was a great point guard in this league, one of the all-time leading assist makers in NBA history, and a really good person. He has wonderful feel for people, good communicator. He's got a chance to be really good.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Stevie talked about Mark Jackson's potential as a coach. New to the profession, but a long-time playing career as a point guard. He was a leader, certainly, and recognizes that. And how do you think he'll be, as he continues on? Think he'll be successful?
I do, Kevin. He communicates well. We talked about it, the fact that he was a broadcaster. Obviously speaks well and is funny, and I think that's important as a coach. He's also very demanding. He knows what he wants. Biggest thing is he has to get players. And, when he came in last year, Golden State was very thin. They didn't have much talent, but they're starting to build that talent base, and I think Mark will grow with this team.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Here's Jack. His last outing with 20 points. Poked away. Howard with the steal. Puts the lead pass in front.
A lot of points for them here early in the first quarter. I mean, this could get ugly.
Yeah, they sure could. They're on quite a pace right now, and judging by their lead, this game could get out of hand in a hurry.
The Heat have had two chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
Their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
They've been dominant in the paint. That's how they've built this early lead.
Well, they're piling it on in there. I mean, that's where all their points are coming from, in the paint area.
Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The Warriors shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Lee outside. Knocked away. Passes it to Jack. Buries it down low. Jack's got 6.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
Back to Durant. The dish to Kobe. From deep three-point range. And the Heat, another 3.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
Outside Durant. We're at the end of the first. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they've built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
So with Paul on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. LeBron James is out there with Howard. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Nicely done. They've really attacked effectively in transition.
There's no doubt about it, Steve. Their quickness has given them an advantage. I mean, I've liked the way they've pushed the ball all game.
Westbrook with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And then Durant with the jam.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
Howard, he's covered by Landry. That's good. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
They've really caused a lot of trouble with their defense, and it's paying dividends for them at the other end.
Well, it's the old saying, good defense lead to good offense, and there's no question that's the case right now.
LeBron outside. Outside Westbrook. The tray. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
And there he goes. He didn't get a three in the first, but starting to look for it here.
You know, it's hard to believe, but they say Westbrook couldn't dunk until his senior year in high school. Now he's one of the best point guards in terms of dunking the ball that we've ever seen in this league. Incredible strength and quickness. Just explodes to the rim.
Shot's good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dishes it to Curry. To end the run. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard. And for Westbrook, with strength, quickness, leaping ability, he's got the tools to get to the rim, but it's also about that motor. His motor never stops.
No, and sometimes it does need to stop or at least idle down, but you love it. You would much rather have a guy that you have to turn down than you have to turn on. He's always on, hot-wired, and perhaps part of his growth will be being able to manage that a little bit better. But he's a north and south guy. He's not only coming at you, he's looking to go through you.
They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Kobe gets it to go.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down. Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Yeah, this team is really looking to get out and run.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's slammed in by Howard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Bogut. Tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Durant's got the ball. And Westbrook throws it down hard. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook with the steal. Shoots over Curry. And Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
They have no answer for him. He's just putting on a dominant display of offense.
Outside, Kobe for the finish. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Come on, fella. Power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that.
Not when he's coming with that much force.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. Here's Durant, and there's another one for the Heat.
Starting to build a head of steam here. He had a good first quarter, but he's been even better here in the second.
Curry kicks to Bogut. The kick out to Jack to stop the drought. Rebounded by Howard.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
A nice shot by LeBron.
They're really playing well at both ends, offensively and defensively, guys.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
And oh, here comes Durant all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They're playing well, guys. They're really starting to pull away.
Yep, here at the midway point, that's exactly what's happening.
A dominating first half of basketball. And so far,
Got it, Amway.
welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? 18 points and also 8 steals. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
Yeah, he's just so focused right now. You can see it in his eyes. But you look at Steph Curry, lightly recruited out of high school and ended up playing collegiately at Davidson. And, of course, who could forget their amazing run in Curry's sophomore season? Davidson made it all the way to the Elite Eight, losing to the eventual national champion Kansas Jayhawks.
On the second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Lee, they make up the forwards. Steph Curry's out there with Jarrett Jack, and it's Bogut at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And you know, Steph Curry, to his credit, has spent part of his offseasons back on campus at Davidson, finishing his degree in sociology. He stayed close to that team as well, and certainly there's still a bond between Steph Curry and the Davidson community. He had a special few. Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. Kobe with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 16 points for LeBron. Lee, left side. Sinks that one from the post.
Just like they drew it up, fellas.
And so here is Miami. This is the second time they've matched up against Golden State.
Yeah, that was an easy one. And the reason was that, remember, they shot the lights out in that game. Their shooting percentage was off the charts.
Paul for three. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're just getting better offensively as the game goes along, making good choices and getting high percentage shots.
And they're playing hard and playing smart, too, Steve. They've just been very, very good. The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
No matter how good your defense, Clark, or how fancy your passing, the ball has to find the bottom of the net.
I would echo that, partner. You got to put it in the hoop. That's the name of the game. Put the ball in the basket. You do that consistently by getting high percentage shots. And then you knock them down, ball game.
Gets it to go. 19 points for LeBron.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. And taken away by Paul. Leads him in there. Durant dishes to LeBron. Kobe. Heat moving the ball around. Paul for 3. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 5 assists tonight.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a gut punch right there, Clark. Cough up the ball at one end and get beaten on the break at the other.
Yeah, that really hurts. That's painful.
And what Carmelo Anthony tries to do is catch the ball within range of the basket, maybe 20 feet or so. Then he'll turn, he gets that triple. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. LeBron passes to Paul. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocks it loose. Here's Lee. Good. Lee's got 8.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Kobe attacking over Curry. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes with him, the contested shots are the ones that he tends to make. You know, sometimes if he's wide open, he misses, but you get a hand in his face, he seems to relish it.
And you know what else? I love how comfortable he is rising up and knocking down jumpers straight off his dribble. He doesn't need a fancy setup to be effective.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Durant's got the ball. Here's Anthony. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The feed now to Bogut. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
6 seconds left in the third. Here's LeBron. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. Welcome back. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke, to find out who had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Hey guys, well, it was the stretch by the Heat that garners the uncontainable game.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
That's decent defensive work, but it's going to take a little more than that, Kevin. They got to raise their bar.
Well, Clark, he knew exactly how to attack.
Yeah, he sure did. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there.
What a phenomenal dunk, though. I mean, in the end, he just made the play and took off.
Well, you know, NBA teams have always loved big, strong point guards, and Darren Williams is certainly that. 6'3", 210 pounds, and he's a physical presence at that one spot.
Here's Jenkins off the inbound pass. That's good.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Love outside. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Parker talking about Darren Williams, the classic big, strong point guard teams love, and he really uses that to his advantage. Steve, I can only imagine what it must be like to play in the backcourt with him.
Or to guard him. I mean, that would be difficult. He's so strong, he's so fast, and he's got that incredible crossover move. So once Williams gets you on the run.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man. Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. I mean, that was just mean right there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. That's tipped and stolen by Darren Williams. Here's Chandler, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The D might need to body him up a little better next time. Get into him some.
Yeah, Clark, they need to be a little bit more physical.
Yeah,
You're right.
you can't play this game, Saul.
Yeah, but guys, you got to give him some credit for attacking when he had the chance.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Sprite. The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. He dishes it to Biedrich. Kicks it to Tyler. Count it from 12.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter. They can do no wrong offensively.
Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone.
Hammer time! Well, this fella can rise up there with the best of them.
Just a crazy finish, guys.
He's one of the few players with the athleticism to pull that off.
Now here's Jenkins, guarded by Harden. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Carl Landry's checked in for Tyler. Then for the Heat, Anthony comes in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Darren Williams. Here's Jenkins. He feeds it to Thompson. Pass to Landry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Jenkins with it. Westbrook picks him up. Just 3 to shoot. Rush from outside. And again, no good by Golden State. The Heat have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. From deep. And it's Westbrook missing.
Not sure about that one, guys. That was really deep, especially for him. He's not a great shooter from out there.
Not sure what he was thinking about there.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I really felt Tyson Chandler was one of the keys to that Mavericks title run in 2011. He was the best defender on the team, really kind of changed the culture defensively for a Dallas team that was perennially an offensive-minded club. So he was just a huge factor in that title.
That's good. And that's 19 points for Carmelo Anthony.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
The 9-foot shot. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
When you talk about Chandler's impact on the champion Mavericks team, they also really raved about, you know, his incredible positive impact, Clark, in the locker room as well.
Hardworking, passionate. He brings a positive vibe and energy to what you're trying to do on the court as a team.
They get a hand on it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Some changes for Golden State. Tyler comes in for Andres Biedrins, and it's Maggette in for Charles Jenkins. James Harden, he's checked in for Miami. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
Nice offensive play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
Feeds to Rush. Can they get it? The shot is off. Now the Heat with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Boy, they have just gone crazy from three-point range since coming out of the halftime break.
Boy, it's been 1 3 after another, Steve. An absolute barrage.
Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, when you play against him, Kevin, the first thing you want to address is making it harder on him to go to work down low. If you let him get position inside, it's going to be a long night for you.
And, Steve, you know, his ability to come in and rattle off 10, 20 points in no time flat, that's a gift and a real asset for any team. Some guys need a while to get going, not him.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Maggette, and the Warriors miss again.
A humongous lead for them here. I mean, they've really done a good job of controlling the flow of the game.
Yeah, and I think it's the rebounding they have to thank for that, Clark, because it's really set the tone in this contest.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And they're closing this game out in style. I mean, I like what they're doing here, competing till the very end.
That's certainly what it looks like. I mean, there's no let-up in them so far.
Not much drama left in this one, guys.
No, it hasn't quite exactly been a nail-biter. I mean, it's going to be a great win for them, though.
Warriors shooting here about 46% for the game. And Thompson kicks to Maggette from downtown. Again, Maggette missing. And here's Love to the middle. Outside Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to fall.
You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Watching Gandhi till I'm trying.
Just point out the